Saturday night in Southend once again echoes to the sights and sounds of the street. Streets full of fast cars and cruisers. They've driven here in their hundreds from London and across the eastern counties. Their aim is simply to meet, look at and talk about cars.
It's just the main place to go, really, you know, social gathering. All it is just to show off, really.
Rob and his mates are pleased they've made the long journey from Stamford and Peterborough.
Both really nice Escort turbos.
I've just been trying to see who's looking, and also I've just been trying to just keep a few ideas to myself, but it's definitely changed the engine times, I think, turbo it, definitely.
Zoe too has arrived at the front after her drive from Suffolk.
I just mostly come down for the cars. We just park up and have a chat and socialise and show your car off and see all the other cars and that, seeing what people have done to them and all the stereos and that, and you get all the like turbos and cozzies.
Elsewhere along the seafront, cruisers are busy showing off their latest toys.
It's a Mercedes 190. It's been styled by Root Mercs down in London. 2-litre engine, a few mods done to it. It's got quite a loud stereo system, lots of neon lights, 17-inch Carn RSR, full body kit, Cosworth.
It's a full Mondo PSG body kit. It's got one-of-a-kind bonnet vent, kicking out 179 brake horsepower at the moment.
Powerful cars and powerful passions. For some, it just generates a need to speed. The A127 dual carriageway is the main route into Southend from London. Here, some cruisers just can't resist letting their engines off the leash.
We're now up to 87. We'll have a chat.
Well, certainly in terms of them coming into town, that they do speed, entering the borough boundary. It's a wide road, it's dual carriageway, and we've had people driving at over 100 miles per hour. And obviously the potential danger in that built-up area is self-evident.
How you doing? Are you aware that I think you just went through a speed camera and got flashed?
Yeah.
All right. Is that news to you?
Well, I didn't realise it was camera there, to be honest.
All right. And then when I just followed you up here, you're doing about 86, and I thought, well, I can't believe it. You obviously hasn't learnt me.
No, well, yeah. No, I've just bought cars down. I don't always came across, to be honest, mate.
Okay.
I'm trying to see what I can get out.
Yeah, I'm doing that now for you.
And it's not just on the open road. If there's space on the seafront, there's often someone who put their foot to the floor.
The reason you've been stopped is the speed you were coming down there. Look at what's around you. Yeah, look at the people. There's kids everywhere. If your drive shaft goes off and you exit stage left through this gap, you're going to run someone over. Simple as that. Yeah, just calm it down. You've got a good-looking car there, haven't you?
Oh,
just chill out. No, I've not sold my RS Turbo. My turbo days are gone, mate. No, just chill out. Yeah, that's all we're trying to say. Come down here and cruise, but do it safely.
By 11 o'clock on the seafront, there's just no space to speed. Like a slow-moving queue for a car park, the cruisers just crawl. With the gridlock comes anger, frustration at the congestion caused by the cruisers.
They are an utter nuisance. They affect the emergency services. They affect the taxis on the seafront. They affect our livings, which generate employment for others. They're an indictment on Southend, and the only people that really like cruisers are cruisers themselves.
It'd be very nice if where these cruisers, they realise the damage they were doing to trade, in lots of jobs for the people on the seafront and its environs. If we all sort of barricaded their businesses wherever they happened to work, and so they couldn't get into work, and the customers couldn't get in, and they lost their jobs, I'm sure they'll object and go crazy. But that's exactly what they're doing to us on the seafront.
If it wasn't for us, then we all go like in all the arcades up the other end and that, and we bring business to Southend. So why is it? I can't see why it can be a problem. I mean, the police come down and give us hassle. I mean, there's houses being broken into, women being raped, and like we get moaned at for driving down Southend seafront.
The cruisers say the congestion is short-lived, and they've every right to use the road. Some, though, do worry that a minority gives the rest of them a bad name.
Later on tonight, when everyone starts clearing out, you'll get them down here, they'll start wheel spinning. You get one or two who start like sitting there doing like burnout and stuff like that. And that is it. The police will be here straight away. They'll just ruin it. They'll start pulling everyone over. Just slaughtered it for everyone else, really.
By 1 a.m, many of the cruisers are heading for home. A last chance for those who want to perform to take to the stage. Out on the A127, and a car is spotted speeding at around 100 miles an hour. But where are its number plates?
So why have you got number plates on Velcro?
It's just been like...
Because the normal thing for number plates is screws. Because it starts to make me think suspicious things like not paying for petrol or going through speed cameras, whip the plates off, put them back on again.
Perfectly durable, I've never
Oh,
had
yeah?
points on my licence or anything.
Okay, the thing I will say is it's taken me an awful long while to catch up with you, and I was doing over 100.
I won't go that fast, my car's only at 1.3.
Yeah, I'm sure 1.3 rates here. If you were speeding, keep it down. Number plate wise, dig it out for me then, where is it? Do keep to the speed limit in your 1.3 if you weren't. Alright, and buy some screws for it because it makes policemen awfully suspicious. And obviously I'll be making a note of the number plate because if any red cars minus plates are going through speed cameras tonight, I'll be knocking on your door.
Moments later, the officers call to the scene of a dramatic accident on the seafront.
What's happened?
Well, a matey boy in the Skyline has come...
Skyline?
Wanging around here.
Well, that way?
Yep, this way. When it's just saying excess of 100, we don't know. There are acceleration marks up there.
Well, the car came round this bend behind us and they reckon it was doing about 100 miles an hour and came round here, locked up, slammed into the side of my mate's Astra here, come along, hit my mate's Escort over there, which pushed it into the other Escort and, well, just completely trashed them, really.
For some residents, these sights and sounds have become just too much to bear. There's even been talk of vigilante squads to force the cruisers out and scare them away by pouring paint over their cherished cars.
Absolutely, I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not saying that they did. There was certainly a strong element. I'm not even saying that the element's dying away. I am saying I've nothing to do with it. Being the law abiding gentleman I am, but it was outside the extent of the law because the law's hands are tied. There are one or two less impatient people on the seafront who are prepared to take the law in their own hands and do whatever's necessary to take care of business if it isn't being taken care of.
That sort of talk worries local MP David Amis.
Well, that I certainly wouldn't condone under any circumstances. I think we need to speak to these young people. Look, we could have organised car shows if that's what they want. But what I'm concerned about is we welcome people all over the country to Southend, but they have to consider other people, and the traffic congestion that we're suffering at the moment, together with the noise, is not acceptable.
Some people say they'd like to see the cruises banned. How do you feel about that?
Well, if it comes to that, then I think that's the way it will have to go. If they want to carry on the way they do, there's no respect for the town, for the people in this town, for the people who come to this town, then, yeah, it would be an option.
Anything to get rid of it. I mean, I've mentioned machine guns in the past, you know, but it's a bit far-fetched, but yeah, I mean, it's just a total disaster area.
No, I wouldn't go as far as that because I think people are entitled to drive cars within the law. But what I'm against is that they take over the roads. I mean, what about the people who are coming here to enjoy themselves, whether it be at the casino, the playground, our wonderful restaurants? It's pretty selfish to drive all the others away, I would have thought.
Some may be too noisy, some may be too fast, but their parents say they could be doing much worse. And if the cruisers do move on, they'll go somewhere else, another high street, another town.
They never get rid of it. If they get like successful in any way, like, I don't know, like they put more speed cameras out, they can do whatever they want, but even if they shut off like down here, they just get moved somewhere else and start off over again.
Some already meet in Milton Keynes, Great Yarmouth, Northampton and now Ipswich. Cruising, it seems, is accelerating and shows no sign of coming to the end of the road.